Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, bow. I'm just trying to get my shit together, y'all. So don't turn away. Tune in. God damn it. Tune the fuck in. Because we're gonna watch some scary stuff. Alright? It's cap, no cap, I don't know. But you be the judge. I was busy as hell this morning, just running errands. I'm actually cooking dinner too, so I got dinner cooking right now, early, because I take pride in the meals that I prepare for my family. You may ask, what the fuck am I cooking? You may be asking. I really don't know if that's what you're asking. But doing a nice poached chicken breast, white wine, onions, mushrooms, a creamy sauce to pour on top over rice. Yeah, I know it may not sound as decadent as I'd like it to, but the motherfucker good. That motherfucker gonna be delicious. I can show you that. All right, so let me figure out what we're gonna watch today, guys. What do you want to watch? You want to see some scary TikTok videos that have been compiled, so you know whether or not, it's scary, it's not scary. It's up to you, because I want you to decide. I'm gonna watch it anyway. See, this is something I would have done regardless, but I wanted to stream it to see if you guys feel the same way I feel. So before we get too in depth, why don't you follow me on all my platforms? TikTok, YouTube, Big J Reacts, TikTok, Big J Reacts, YouTube, Big J Reacts, on Twitter, Big J Reacts 75 on Twitter, Big J Reacts on Twitch, all the above. All right, and I appreciate y'all tuning in, really I do. And I don't know what's up with TikTok, man. Here, TikTok they took away a lot of my subs, man. I had close to 50,000 subs, and I got like 35. I don't know what's up with that. Whatever. But I need y'all to tune in and more people to sub and join the community so I can get monetized. I get paid off this. Because I ain't really, I make some money off of TikTok Shop for sure. For sure. Now, I'm not like these other guys you see on TikTok Shop killing it. 15, 16, 17, 20, 30, $50,000 a month. I don't even know. I'd like to see how that works, right? Like, what are you doing that's getting you that much? And if anybody in the chat is seeing this and hearing this, if you are one of those, you need to show me. I'm not too embarrassed to ask. I need to know what I'm doing wrong so I can step that game up. Anyway, all right, let me prep this. Let's see what we're going to do today. What we're going to do. I think we're going to roll with, we're going to go with a YouTube channel. We're going to check it out. Now, he did all the heavy lifting. He, she, I don't know who it is. Did all the heavy lifting. It's going to be called 11 Scary Videos You Won't Come Back From. I don't understand what that's supposed to mean. This is Sir Spooks. I guarantee it's one of them faceless YouTube channel, that's another thing. I got to figure that out too. Pretty dope. But this was just released like 2 days ago, so it's relatively new. I like to see some fresh stuff I probably haven't seen before, because I love going down the spooky rabbit hole, right? Like when you talk about scary movies, for instance, the first thing, if somebody say, hey look man, let's see a movie, first thing I want to see what this will sound crazy. Is there demons jumping out of somebody? Is it an exorcist? Those are my types of movies, like what is it? Hereditary, Dark and the Wicked. If you've never seen those movies, those two are my favorites right now. I don't think there's another real scary one that's been out. Bring Her Back is actually pretty good. It's more suspense, but whatever. So if y'all know some other scary movies out there, please help me out. Chat, let me know what you think. What other scary movies have I not seen that you think might be good? Anyway. The second thing I think of, if there ain't none of those, is like what action adventure, something blowing up, some space aliens coming in, stuff like that. And then the third, I don't know, maybe some anime. I love some anime, some good anime. Solo Leveling. If you guys are into anime and you don't know what Solo Leveling is, only the dopest anime show, I think, to be created, and that's saying a lot because there's a lot of animes out there. You know, stuff that people call the big three, and I'm not really sure what the big three might be. I think there's two of them I know. I don't know about the third one. They say Naruto is one of them. What the hell's the other one? What is it called? A bunch of pirates. One Piece. So you got Naruto and One Piece. I don't know what the other one might be, but in my opinion, this reigns supreme. So if you don't know what Solo Leveling is, I believe there's 2 seasons of it. You might want to go back and watch on Crunchyroll. So hey, anime is dope. What can I say? So those are the 3 things I would rather watch. That's just me. So without further ado, let us get to some watching. Stop bullshitting. Like I said, this is Mr. Spooks. So let's go back. I don't know. Did I miss the opening? Never seen his show. Never seen his channel before, y'all. But let's check it out. Like, subscribe, please. Like, subscribe, and follow. All my platforms, please do that.
Hello everyone, my name is Sir Spooks, and today we'll take a look at 11 scary videos. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more scary content.
Mine too, damn it.
Alright, with that said, let's begin.
Subscribe to my shit, please.
The first clip we're looking at today comes from a TikTok user named Keely. The footage was recorded inside her home in the middle of the night, most likely by a security or home surveillance camera. For the first few seconds, everything seems perfectly calm. But that doesn't last long. Pay close attention to the staircase.
I'm paying attention.
It's subtle, but if you look carefully, you can make out the shape of someone or something slowly creeping up Keely's staircase.
Yeah, I
It's the
saw
kind
it.
of moment you might miss at first glance, but once you see it, it's hard to unsee.
All right, somebody might be staying in the basement. I mean, I don't know what to
And
say.
there haven't been any updates since. Whether Keely ever found out what was going on, or simply decided to leave, we can only hope she's somewhere safer now. Personally, if I saw this on my channel, I'd be sleeping with the lights on, or not sleeping there at all. In folklore, staircases are often seen as liminal spaces.
That is a little freaky. I ain't gonna front.
Realms or states of being. Many ghost stories involve figures silently ascending or descending stairs, as if retracing the steps of their former lives. One of the most famous examples is the Brown Lady of Raynham Hall, captured in a 1936 photograph, gliding down a staircase in England. The ghostly figure's translucent form has become one of the most iconic paranormal images in history.
I probably shit myself.
The idea of staircases as prime stages for supernatural encounters. Was it a trespasser, a trick of the shadows, or something more otherworldly climbing those steps? Either way, it's deeply unsettling. On July 28, 2025, a woman named Mercy Herbert posted a TikTok that'll make you think twice before turning off the lights tonight. According to Mercy, the footage was actually filmed by her friend Karina, who sent it over hoping Mercy might have an idea of what was going on. In the video, we get a look inside Karina's living room, and it doesn't take long for things to get strange.
This over this weekend. It's the middle of the night. It's in her living room. I don't know what to think. So there's a shadow in the corner and it just kind of glides off, but that's not the craziest part.
I don't see shit.
TV is auto set to turn off, so nothing paranormal there. This is what's weird. Who was that? What was that?
What
There's
was
just
what?
someone there. Just appears. There's nobody in this house that looks like that. And if someone broke in, you would have seen it. It's just, it appears and then it disappears. I don't know, you guys. I'm sufficiently spooked, so
I don't see shit.
let me know what you think.
In the corner of the room, a dark shadowy figure seems to be lurking. Its shape isn't sharply defined, but it's there. The video ends with Mercy admitting she has no idea what's happening and hoping someone online can offer Karina answers.
Hey chat, does anybody see any damn thing?
These are a staple of paranormal lore.
I
They're
see
often
shit.
described as silent, watchful presences that linger in corners or doorways, just at the edge of human perception. In folklore, they're sometimes time to observe rather than interact. Some even associate them with the infamous Hat Man, a shadowy figure reported in bedrooms and living rooms worldwide, often appearing at night as people are drifting off to sleep. So what do you think? Is Karina dealing with a technical glitch, or is something truly standing in that corner watching?
I hope for her sake there ain't nobody in that corner watching, because that's a little freaky.
Back in 2022, TikTok user Jody Jam posted a video while working a shift inside a 100-year-old movie theater. What was supposed to be a normal day quickly turned strange when she began noticing something unusual happening nearby. She explains that she started recording to show her director, who doesn't believe in ghosts, because she'd already heard a door slam twice.
Listen, I probably said this to y'all before. I used to work in a theater, and that can be a creepy ass place.
Since when does it do? I just heard the door slam. My eyes are tearing. Oh my god. What the heck?
The large heavy door suddenly swings open entirely on its own. Jody points out that nothing else in the building was open, no windows, no exterior doors, so a draft didn't seem likely. Toward the end of the clip, it gets even stranger.
Hello? Close the door.
Why do people do that shit? Why do people talk to these things? If they think something's why they do that?
Hello? Oh my god.
See, that's some bullshit. First of all, yeah, I'm out. Now, it could be that the door's uneven, floor's uneven, heavy breeze. Could be that. Or somebody's really going out their way to fuck with
You
you.
joke on me.
Could be.
Just like before, the door moves again, this time
No,
closing
thank you.
by itself. Jody wonders aloud if someone might be playing a trick on her, but given the weight of the door and the lack of anyone nearby, that explanation doesn't seem convincing either. In a follow-up video, Jody walks through the doorway to show the room on the other side. Nothing creepy happens in that clip, but it confirms there weren't any open windows or obvious environmental causes for the door's movement.
Yeah,
Whether it was a hidden mechanism, subtle building pressure changes,
I'm
or something
good.
less explainable, the incident remains a neat little mystery.
Back when I worked in the theater, it was probably what, $6 an hour or something like that. Yeah, find another job. Fuck that.
On September 3rd, 2024, a TikTok user known as Kubukoi posted a video to their account which sees them laying in bed for the night and simply trying to relax. But as you're about to see, they were unable to do so.
You need an LLC. It's protecting you. It's keeping your business and your personal life separate. So go to Taylor
That's
Brands
true.
and do your LLC state.
Hello?
Well, alright, hold on. This is the shit that kills me. If you fucking know that you're home alone, who the fuck you saying hello to? Who? You don't. Don't do it.
Kubukoi lays in bed, and their adorable pet kitty is seen in the room as well, when out of nowhere, a mysterious series of knocking noises can be heard coming from the other side of the bedroom door. The uploader is understandably confused by this and proceeds to get out of bed and investigate. He then opens up the door, and what he finds on the other side is shocking.
What does he find? A messy ass room?
Hello?
I'd be a little freaked out. I ain't gonna front.
The door directly across from him is slightly ajar before some unseen presence closes it. Kubukoi stands there in silence for a few seconds before eventually going back to his room.
What y'all think, chat? Cap?
The second
No
video
cap?
was later posted by Kubukoi, in which he explains that he has been sleeping on the couch because he's just too scared to be inside of his bedroom, which is very valid. He then says that this night he kept hearing some voices coming from the room, so he decided to investigate. As he slowly creeps his way into the bedroom, this happens.
I'm hearing voices coming from there.
Ghost holding my shirt. Hold the fuck up. Oh. Hold on. We gotta rewind that one. I think I missed something. All right, here we go.
Last like 20 minutes.
Oh my goodness. That's some paranormal activity shit.
One of Kubukoi's shirts is seen hovering in midair before it suddenly drops to the floor.
Oh no.
Is it possible that some sort of spirit was in his room going through his clothes? And if so,
Oh
why?
hell.
Maybe this video proves that even ghosts are into fashion.
No. That's a good one. That was a good one. Number 6 was good. I think 6.
The next clip comes
It was
from
8.
the
Number 8.
popular UFO
Number 8 was good.
a community dedicated to discussing all things unidentified in the skies. This footage was uploaded by user Soul Reaver and filmed at 3:13 a.m. on August 28, 2025 in Bathurst, New Brunswick, Canada. And right away, it's clear this isn't your average late-night skywatching video.
My videos, you should see the picture I got on here.
Because you can enlarge it right there, right?
Oh yeah.
So, you don't see what it is with the enlargement?
What the
Looks
fuck?
like a ball. Come see it on my phone. Oh, where to go?
That shit look crazy as hell.
Too bad I don't have my binoculars with me.
Yeah,
I got a strong pair of binoculars. No, you can't
that's
see
giving off a lot of light.
You think?
it. Yeah. Camera. Is it camera or video? Camera, and then
I'm gonna zoom in again.
Listen, shit like this, they see shit like this is seen everywhere. And that 3-eye atlas thing,
Far in the distance,
and if you don't know what the hell that is, I advise you to do your research.
seen
3
hovering over the bay.
eye
Immediately grabs the video
atlas.
his attention.
Check
In
that
the
shit out.
post, they explain.
You tell me what you think.
The highest building in our city is roughly 100 to 150 feet maximum, and this thing is above the bay, possibly over the ocean. So it's definitely flying. The light was a lot brighter, but less foggy in person. It should have made my eyes squint or at least water. I could stare right into it as if it was some other technology of light. The phone made it seem dimmer and harder to see the exact shape." End quote. Some commenters suggested the light could belong to a lighthouse, but the uploader quickly dismissed that idea, insisting the position and brightness didn't line up. Others speculated about drones, flares, or aircraft with unusual lighting. Skeptical
that could be.
explanations aside, the way the witness describes the light's unusual intensity and clarity touches on a common theme in modern UFO reports. Sightings where the light behaves unlike conventional technology, often described as clean, cold, or unnaturally uniform. Similar descriptions have appeared in famous cases like the Phoenix Lights, and more recent military pilot encounters. Whether this is a genuine unidentified aerial phenomenon or something more down to earth, it's undeniably a striking piece of footage.
Hi, I'm Burke, a small business insurance expert with Byberk.
What's a Byberk?
Byberk isn't a thing.
In November 2024, TikTok user Win McPix posted what begins as a wholesome video of his dog Charlie enjoying the day, but things take a dark turn quickly. At around the 10-second mark, keep an eye just above the windows.
What are you seeing? Something's been spooking him. He's jumping around. This dude. What are you seeing? Why don't you back up? Charlie. I know. Calm down. It's
Yeah.
okay.
You should be worried when dogs start doing that shit.
Strange
And you don't see
shadows
nothing, and they do.
from left to right, followed by a sound coming from the hallway.
This dude.
Oh shit.
Charlie instantly starts barking, clearly disturbed, while the uploader tries to figure out what's wrong.
Damn.
Roughly 30 seconds later, things escalate.
Do we need to go? Should we go, Bubba? You tell me when it's time to go. 'Cause I don't know what you're looking at, but when we need to go, you let me know.
I don't know what you're looking at, but when we need to go, let me know.
Let me out, bub.
I love it.
Two separate black shadows appear. One briefly passes in front of the window, while another is visible deeper in the hallway. The uploader doesn't seem to notice any of this, continuing to question Charlie's behavior. Then comes the most chilling part.
What the fuck?
You leave when we gotta go. As soon as you walk out, I'll be right behind you.
If you listen carefully, a low whispering voice can be heard saying, "Get out."
Oh. Hey, that's all you had to say.
Happened right inside the home. Yet
That's
the
all-
uploader doesn't react,
That's all you had to say,
suggesting
dog.
he didn't hear it at the time. Charlie's
I'll get
instinctive
out.
action adds
That's
a
no
layer
problem.
of unease here. Animals are often said to be more sensitive to their surroundings.
No
While they
problem.
take the night and attribute that to subtle noises or shadows we overlook. The timing between Charlie's barking and the apparitions is hard to ignore.
No
As for the
problem.
whispers, explanations range from
You wanna play at a bounce?
paranoia,
That's all you had to
our
say?
brains
I'm
interpreting
out.
random noise as speech, to someone outside the frame speaking quietly. Still, paired with the moving shadows, it creates a seriously unsettling scene. I can only imagine the shock of reviewing that footage later on and hearing a disembodied voice whisper, "Get out."
That's
Hopefully, Charlie and his owner have
Crazy.
since found some peace, and maybe a less haunted place to live. TikTok user FreshGuyM1 posted a video that might just keep you awake at night. The footage was filmed in September of 2025 in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, and shows the uploader peering out his window one evening. Across the street, something strange seems to be happening inside a nearby house.
See, that's what people get for fucking peeking at other people. Mind your damn business.
Did you see that in the window?
The fuck?
Through the window, a figure dressed entirely in black can be seen moving around as another person appears to be lying on the floor. The uploader speculates that the black-clad figure could either be the Grim Reaper or some kind of satanic presence. To make matters worse, the entire time, loud, pained screams echo from inside the house, creating an incredibly unsettling atmosphere.
That's a bit frightening, I can
Comments
say.
on the video are sharply divided. Some viewers suggest a far more grounded explanation.
You know what would have been more
about
fucked
someone
up?
with special needs
If that, whatever that thing was, saw you looking at it and looked at you and pointed at you.
Others question why the uploader didn't call 911.
That's why you mind your motherfucking business.
Concerned, rather than filming from afar. Whether this was an unfortunate real-life incident misinterpreted through a lens of fear, or something genuinely bizarre unfolding across the street, it's undeniably chilling footage.
Mind your
Black
business.
still looming presence against those
Mind your
streets.
business.
It's a nightmarish, almost ritualistic quality, like something pulled straight out of a horror film. So what do you think?
I think
Tragic misunderstanding.
I think it's probably somebody
far more sinister
beating
lurking
someone.
behind that window.
That's what I really think. It's New York too, yeah. He's abusing his spouse or whatever. That's what was witnessed. I don't think ain't nothing paranormal. So that
Over on
cat.
Instagram, a user named Palmy Dillon posted a video in mid-June that captures a truly unsettling late-night encounter in the Australian outback. Driving down a deserted road in the dead of night, everything seems quiet until headlights reveal something unexpected in the distance.
This.
The fuck?
Seen way too many horror movies for this shit. Oh. You're a psycho, mate.
Standing right in the middle of the road is a lone figure, completely still, facing the approaching car.
Hell no.
The uploader slows down, clearly startled by the eerie sight. Instead of reversing or turning back, he decides to keep driving forward, passing the figure slowly.
Nah, I'm
At
out.
one point, he even rolls down his window to swear at the stranger before speeding
Don't
off.
respond. These fools, they
Thankfully,
stupid.
the figure doesn't appear to react or become violent, but the situation could have escalated very differently.
You think?
Some commenters suggest the person might not have been a person at all. One theory is that it could have been a mannequin, placed there to make drivers slow down.
Yeah.
Remote stretches of
Okay.
road like this are inherently unsettling, isolated, pitch black, and far from help.
So check it out. I used to live in a rural part of western Pennsylvania, and I don't even know why I was living there, but I've traveled many a road like that with no freaking lights. Because when the sun goes down, you can't even see a damn hand from your face, and it's eerie as hell. Like, this is what I imagine the Appalachian Mountains are like, right? You know how they say the Appalachian Mountains, you gotta, when the sun, well, I don't know if you know this. Do a lot of research on Appalachian Mountain and what do they call it? The Whispering or the Whistlers or something like that. Well, anyway, there's a lot of stuff, freaky stuff going on right out there. But they say when the sun sets in the Appalachian Mountains, if you live there, close your curtains, close your blinds. Do not look out the windows at night. That's what they say. There's some old things out there. You do not know what the hell's going on. Just like these old ass roads, these old country roads. You don't know what the hell is out there. We really don't know. And the scariest thing in the world is sleeping in the woods at night. I'm gonna tell y'all, listen, you can say what you want, and all you campers out there, that's cool. But I'm gonna tell you something. It's hard to relax when you can hear all these noises at night and see these what looks to me like eyes looking at you, and you can't really see them. That's some scary shit. So, whatever.
Encounters like this feel ripped straight out of a horror movie, echoing the kind of moments where something terrifying could happen at any second, even if it doesn't. Here's hoping the uploader never crosses paths with that mysterious figure again. Over on TikTok, a woman named Dakota shared a chilling story that spans several unsettling events in her home. She explains that a couple of years ago, when her daughter was around 10 months old, she began to suspect that her baby was talking to someone, or something, that wasn't actually there.
You know what they say about
Friends
babies?
and family reassured her
They are
that it
open
was just a
and
normal stage
they
of
like have a
child
link to the
development,
spirit world.
and that she'd grow out of it. But then, the
That's what
toy
they say.
started acting up. Dakota captured footage of one of her daughter's toys going off by itself.
Well, I mean,
Posted it to Facebook,
that's strange, but
looking
that's
for
not
answers,
like super
but people
strange.
brushed it off, so she tried to do the same. But the activity didn't stop. One day, while breastfeeding her baby in her bedroom, a bowl suddenly flew off a shelf. At first, she tried to rationalize it, thinking it might
That's
be
strange.
the upstairs neighbors making noise. But her two dogs immediately reacted, running toward the disturbance. Around this time, Dakota's daughter also began experiencing intense night terrors. She'd wake up around 2 a.m. screaming, "Get away from me," over and over, and nothing could calm her down.
Yeah.
Need a UGC video for your business?
See,
Find
that's a
me
good way to
and
have
many
your
other
kid.
skilled creators on Fiverr. Or you
That's a
About a
good.
year later,
That's a good way to have your kid never sleep in their room again. I'm gonna tell you. That's freaky.
when Dakota was expecting her second child, the toy activity returned and intensified. She describes how one toy, which was supposed to say the names of colors, instead began emitting eerie laughter. It scared her so badly that she threw it out immediately. But the next day, a different toy malfunctioned. Then another the next day, and so on for 6 days straight.
Damn, that's a mess.
She
Excuse the
filmed one
pig
of these
pen. I was
incidents
9
and
months
showed it
pregnant
to her
with a tornado
sister,
toddler
along
and
with the
prioritized
earlier
my
clip
wrestling
of the
as
bowl
wrestling.
flying off the shelf.
Okay.
While watching
I
the
forgive you.
footage, Dakota's sister asked a chilling question. Who's that?
Yeah. See, you figure like dogs would know. Dogs would be the ones that be
Dakota
like, what the
describes
fuck is
figure
going
that
on?
appears in the background as a demon baby. Her real baby was bald at the time, but the figure seemed to have hair. She also points out 3 separate areas of pixelation in the video.
You don't make that baby
To
clean?
indicate 3 separate entities.
Well, mama need to
My
clean.
dog Callie on the couch. Here's Titan on the couch. Sorry, it's a little bit off. Pixelation right here. Then there's pixelation right here, hovering above the baby crib. And then it'll come over and there's pixelation and you can see the actual face.
Yeah, something looked like it through the bowl. But listen, when you figured the dogs would be the ones to be like,
Over here in the baby crib.
they could sense that and be tripping. They would haul ass, but they didn't. They just looked at one dog. Well, he could be a dumb dog.
Toy malfunction, unexplained movement, children's night terrors, and eerie figures on camera. This story ticks nearly every box for a classic haunted house narrative. Of course, skeptics might suggest electrical interference, faulty toys, or compression artifacts creating strange shapes on video. But to those who've experienced similar patterns, Dakota's story will sound chillingly familiar.
Yeah.
So what do you make of this?
You know, it's funny, and I ain't perfect,
Coincidences,
but if you gonna record some
haunted
shit,
by unseen guests.
make sure your shit is clean. Come on, man, y'all, because people gonna judge you. Looking trifling as hell.
A Reddit user named LuckyInternet6015 shared a chilling encounter on Paranormal Encounters that might make you think twice before turning out the lights tonight. He explains that one evening, as he was laying in bed preparing to sleep, he suddenly felt a heavy pressure on his chest, a sensation often described in sleep paralysis experiences. Gripped by unease, he grabbed his phone and started recording the room. At the time, he didn't notice anything unusual, but when he reviewed the footage later, he was horrified. A dark, shadowy figure can be seen lingering in the corner of the room, watching silently as he films. The figure's stillness and shape are unmistakable. This wasn't just a trick of light or a passing shadow. Encounters with so-called shadow people are some of the most commonly reported nighttime phenomena, often tied to experiences of sleep paralysis. Among these figures, one stands out in particular, the infamous Hat Man, a dark silhouette often described as wearing a brimmed hat and standing at the foot of people's beds. Whether viewed as an entity, a shared hallucination, or something in between, these figures are known for
Appreciate the
instilling an
love.
overwhelming sense of dread
Raw
in those
comedy.
who see them.
Seriously, appreciate that.
Hopefully, this was the only time the shadow figure decided to pay him a visit. And hopefully, it doesn't decide to visit any of
So
them
what's the
next.
difference?
Over on TikTok, a user named Jabber Fondi, who works as an EMT, shared a chilling story from one of his shifts, saying he'd never experienced anything like it in all his time on the job. According to him, he and his team were driving back to base late at night when he glanced up at the rearview mirror of the ambulance and saw a face staring back at him. Despite being terrified,
So shadow
he knew he
people
had to approach
just
the
sound
ambulance
kinda
to
street
turn off the
jackety.
engine or risk being stranded.
Okay.
So with his heart racing, he decided to
I get
go
it.
back and check.
Not really, but I get it.
I need to turn this engine off though, cause like we're gonna be stranded out here.
Yeah, yeah. As soon as possible. Hey, thank you.
Hey, on it quick. I don't know if you see it, but can y'all see that back door? Like, it's
Let's see. This is that kind of shit, and this is in Louisiana, if I'm not mistaken, right?
open, like, can y'all,
Hey, chat. Anybody here either from Louisiana or
what the-
been to Louisiana? That's an eerie ass place. Old stuff, like old vibes.
nah, hell no. That, nah.
What happens next is genuinely unsettling. Whether it was a trick of the light, a reflection, or something far more inexplicable, it clearly shook him to his core. It's a good reminder that paranormal encounters can happen anywhere, on the road, at home, or even on the job. Next time you're working late, just imagine catching
Yeah,
something like
I got
that
news for
staring at
anybody.
you through a mirror.
If that was me, that fucking ambulance would be there,
And that was a
and that's it. I'm hauling
I hope you
ass.
enjoyed the video, and if you did, then
Complete
subscribe for
ass.
scary content. My name is Sir Spooks, and I'll see you all in the next video.
Sir Spooks, I appreciate it, dog. All right, that was Sir Spooks, y'all. We're gonna check out another one here. As many people passed away inside ambulances, of course. That listen, I'm gonna tell you a scary. All right, tell you my experience. I'm gonna tell you my experience in Louisiana. Now it could be just me. It could be just me. Yeah, no shit. They can pick that ambulance up in the morning for sure. Because I'm not gonna be in that motherfucker. That thing is there on till the gas run out. I don't give a shit. I'm gone. Anyway, so check it out. Here's my experience. All right, so I go to Atlanta, not Atlanta. I'm a big Ohio State Buckeye fan, so don't hate me, or unless you're a Buckeye fan. So go Bucks. Anyway, so I'm an Ohio State Buckeye fan. We just talking right now, y'all. So this was 2014, 2015. So they were going to play Alabama at the Sugar Bowl in Louisiana. I ain't never been. So I got lucky enough, because obviously I work. I'm not independently wealthy, not yet. If y'all can make me that, y'all can help a brother out by subscribing and watching my shit. But anyway, so I go out there. But before I go, we book a hotel for me, and the pictures of the hotel look dope. It looked very modern. I was like, okay, because I was always under the impression, Louisiana was like really, old school Mardi Gras, voodoo, all that craziness, Dracula, vampires, Lestat, and all that shit, right? That's my mentality, my vision of it. So. And I'm like, cool, man. I booked a hotel. It was relatively inexpensive. I fly out there, get the cab. The cab takes me to the hotel, and we pull up to this old ass hotel. I didn't think nothing. I wasn't tripping. That's just the exterior, because a lot of times when you deal with, older areas, you can't alter the exterior, but you can alter the interior. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm not tripping. I go inside. It smelled like, your grandfather's house, like a mildewy, musty, like old, just smelled old, right? It's got that scent to it. I'm still not tripping. I go to the desk, check in. Hey, upstairs, whatever floor. Don't know what the fucking floor is. I can't remember. But anyway, get to the elevator. Did some old ass shit. Still not tripping. Get the elevator. The fucking elevator had one of those gates that go like old school gates. All right, still not tripping. Get in it, go to the floor. I get to the floor. I thought I was in The Shining. And if anybody's ever seen the movie The Shining, I'm starting to panic a little bit, but I'm not 100% tripping. Now, my tripping level meter is going up each minute. I go in. I actually got a key. Not a key card. A fucking key. Looked like a skeleton key. I'm like, oh my God. So I go in, go to get to the door, unlock the door. I go in this motherfucking door. Let me tell you something. This place looked like a hospice room. It had the bars on the wall, old as fuck. I was tripping. I was like, first of all, this is not the room that I booked. So I go back down, and I go to the front desk. I say, yo, when we booked this hotel, this was the picture. You know what this heifer told me? She says, yes, Mr. Johnson, that's what it's going to look like. That's the renovation picture. Well, why the fuck would you put the renovation picture on there? That's false advertising. So now here I am. I got to spend the night in this motherfucker. You know what it was? But did you know what else I found out? This was truly a hospice room. It was a room where people went to die. So now I got to sleep in this motherfucker in Louisiana. Old ass, creepy ass Louisiana. I could not sleep. I slept. Listen, I had the TV on, I had the lights on. I was scared. I ain't gonna trip. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'm hearing shit. I did not want to turn the light off to save my life. So to me, but that was the creepy part. But the exterior of Louisiana, it needs to be some work done. That's all I'm saying. And I ain't dissing it. I'm not dissing it. Listen, because where I'm from a fucked up ass part of town, a fucked up area. It is what it is. But when you say Louisiana, the Mercedes-Benz Dome is right there in the heart of the cut. Like, it's in the cut. It's so in the cut. Now, check this out. This is a funny story, too. So, we go watch the game. Ohio State wins. They go on to play Oregon, right? Marcus Mariota in Oregon. So, the game gets out late as hell. I'm talking like 12, maybe 1 in the morning. I walked from my hotel to the Dome, which wasn't that far. I get out. I'm all in this, ether. Hey, we won. I'm following a group of people, and I go the wrong fucking way. I don't realize I'm the wrong way till like 10 blocks in. I'm like, where the fuck am I at? This ain't the way my hotel is. I turn around. I go walking back to where I think I came from. Now, understand this. When I say the Benz Dome is in the cut, anybody from Louisiana know what this is? It's in the cut. So I get back to the main road, because I took a right when I should have took a left. I get back to the main road, and the buses are still going. So there's these two women standing by the bus stop. Now, understand something. Understand this. Yeah, I would have booked another one. Well, fuck it. What can you do? So I get to the bus stop, and there's these two women. They're not even making eye contact with me. I walk up to them. Now, understand this, y'all. I'm 6'6". I'm a big dude. I look like I played for the damn Ohio State Buckeyes. These women were frightened to fucking death. They thought I was going to kill them. As soon as the bus pulled up right behind them, they didn't even look at me. They weren't listening to me. They ran on the bus, thought I was going to rob them. I was like, what the fuck? I need to know how to get back to the damn. I don't know where the fuck I'm at. No one would help me. So I walk straight. I go straight the other direction. Thank God I got back on the right road, got to my hotel. Come to find out, I was told that you should not be walking those streets that late. Very dangerous. So that's my other story for Louisiana. If you don't know where you at, if you don't really know the area, do your research. Please. I implore you. But anyway, that's my story. It was long-winded, But I remember so vividly because I just didn't know where I was. I was that stranger in town that don't know your surroundings. Don't be that person because you can get caught up in some stuff, no matter how big you are. Anyways, let's look at another one, y'all. Let's go here. Let's look at this. Let's look at one. All right, let's go here. We're going to go 31 scariest hiking encounters that will make you afraid. Don't know how true any of that is, but let's tell you that.
Style starts with the details. The difference between mid and next level, a real gold chain that hits.
That's dope.
Lifetime.
That's good.
Facebook user visited Spring Hill Cemetery in Florida, spending hours wandering through the grounds and capturing
Mystery Man. That's who this is. I always want to give credit to the
shots to make space.
the YouTube.
They noticed something
channel.
unusual in one of the images. The picture seems
Subscribe to him,
be
y'all,
a man
and me.
wearing a white shirt stained with blood. The sight was unsettling, especially since the cemetery has no pots or objects placed on top of tombstones that could explain the shape. And
demon-free room. Hey.
insisted nobody else was there.
I
Could
sold
this
you
be
through
the
it.
ghost of someone whose life was taken? On a quiet night in Saskatchewan, a resident and their partner were out on a patrol through a Native American reservation. The road was empty, but then their headlights caught something strange. A figure was pacing on the roadside. It moved back and forth, restless, as if trapped in some unseen loop. The sight unsettled them so deeply, they pressed the gas and left without looking back. They couldn't explain what they saw. On a deserted country road deep in the woods, this person noticed something lying between the trees. At first, it looked like a body, but to his relief, it wasn't human at all. It was a discarded doll. Still, the way it was torn apart made the discovery deeply unsettling, almost as if someone had been practicing for something worse. Shaken, he quickly left the forest behind. A Romanian cafe's Instagram account once uploaded a video that had nothing to do with coffee or food. It showed something far more unsettling.
Uite-o coaie, ești nebun?
Nu cred. Faci filmare?
Da, frate, uite-o.
In the clip, a group was filming the entrance of a cave. At the edge stood a figure dressed in white, staring directly into the flashlight beam. It didn't move. It just stood there, staring. Then, as the light faded, the figure suddenly shifted, slipping into the nearby bushes.
How is it?
To this day,
And
no one knows what it was.
All right, this is gonna sound crazy. It's just me, and if this is, a touchy subject, or if I'm being ignorant, somebody they take it the wrong way. I really don't care. I gotta say this: when all this shit happens, shit like this, hiking at night, hiking in wood, attacks, animal. How come you don't see nobody with a tent, like tinted people, melanated people? That are in the center of this. It's always somebody that's non-melanated. Am I wrong? Tell me I'm wrong. I could be wrong. Maybe there's a percent that might be, but majority non-melanated people. Stop doing this shit.
A group of men entered an abandoned building deep in the woods. Inside, they took several pictures, but what they didn't realize was they weren't alone. In one of the shots, two glowing eyes can be seen staring back at them. The figure seemed to cling to the wall, or stretch above the doorway.
Oh, hell no.
They only noticed a terrifying detail after leaving the building. Fortunately, nothing happened to them that night. But to this day, no one knows exactly what they witnessed. Late October, a hunter's trail camera outside Freetown State Forest in Massachusetts captured something unusual. The photo was blurry, but it clearly wasn't a deer or any animal familiar to the hunter. The man had been hunting for more than 50 years, and even his son, with military experience, couldn't explain what it showed. They tried enhancing the photo to bring out details, but the figure only appeared stranger. The image was quietly set aside for months, but eventually it was posted online, hoping others might have had similar experiences in the area. A man had just moved into a remote property beside the woods. To keep an eye on the surroundings, he set up a security camera. One night, the motion sensor suddenly went off. He grabbed a flashlight and checked outside, but saw nothing. Later, while reviewing the footage, he noticed something chilling. A dark figure with a pale head darting between the trees. Disturbed, he decided to stay, but the question lingered. What could be wandering in those woods? A trail camera in the woods captured a deer grazing when suddenly a dark figure moved silently behind it, vanishing into the trees.
Fast as hell, too.
The deer stopped eating and turned its head, following the movement. The shape didn't resemble a human or any known animal. Whatever it was remains unclear, leaving the sighting unexplained. A man was walking through the forest at night when the woods filled with strange snaps and calls that didn't sound right.
That noise ain't normal. Why the fuck are you still looking? Get the hell out. This looks like the damn Blair Witch Project. What the hell is this dude doing? Or woman. I don't know who the hell this is.
Sensing eyes on him, he hit record as the noises grew louder and closer. Every step felt wrong until he saw something.
Where's the way? It was... think that way?
See? That's what your ass get. You go deep into the woods in the night, you can't fucking... You don't know where the fuck you going.
On the other side.
Nah, just go sleep there for the night, and in the day, you know, you find your way back. Just ball up in a little knot, get warm, cozy. So whatever that thing is, he can eat you.
What the fuck?
Whatever it was, it scared him enough to bolt the other way. He made it out of the woods safely and later uploaded the footage, still shaken and unsure of what he had really seen.
Okay, if there's one AI site builder you need to meet, it's this dope tech from Wix.
A trail camera near an old cemetery in a swampy part of North Carolina captured something unusual. The photos, shared by a local state trooper who swore they were genuine, show a woman in a purple skirt, appearing to carry an old chamber pot. The poster noted she didn't look like someone from today, but more like someone out of the 1800s.
Who the hell uses a chamber pot
People
anymore?
in the community vouched for his honesty, saying he had never shared anything false before. The land is private, deep in the woods, with no homeless camps or
super nasty. Anybody know what a chamber pot is?
No one has been able to.
I know. I just wonder if y'all know what a chamber pot is. That's some shit using like 16, 1700s, maybe even 1800s.
A woman and her
Basically, a
boyfriend
piss
visited
and
the
shit bucket.
cemetery in
Remember
Montreal.
you remember the saying, "Don't have
No one else
was it a
was
house to
around,
piss in
just
or a
them.
window to throw it out of or something
But
like
when
that."
she later developed her film role, one
That's what they
strange
mean.
photo
Chamber
stood
pots.
out.
You pee in it and then you should dump that shit right out the window.
Mysterious woman's face. She had loaded the film
For those
either
with
at a
no
friend's
indoor
apartment
plumbing.
or inside an Uber, but neither explained the image. Even the film shop couldn't make sense of it. To make things creepier, her camera began malfunctioning after that roll, only returning to normal once the film was removed. A ghost or just a film glitch? No one knows. In September 2022, 2 hunters set up in a remote area when they began hearing screams.
So let me just ask you this. Get the fuck out. Like, what you gonna do? You don't know how many of them it is. You don't know shit. You know who it is, how many of them it is, what it is. Got to go. It's official.
The sound of a gunshot worried them. Alarmed, the hunters rushed out and reported it to the police. But despite their detailed account, nothing was ever found, and the case was closed.
Yes. I've heard some stuff that I feel needs to be reported to the police department. Okay. I was hunting, me and a buddy were hunting, and at about 6:45 we heard gunshots, which is not uncommon, but then for 30 minutes straight or so there was lots of screaming and just people obscenities, and it sounded like something really bad was going on over there. And there was
What really happened in those woods is still unknown. Did someone get away with murder, or was it not as bad as it seemed?
I don't know.
While driving late at night, a group encountered something terrifying. A baby stroller appeared on a deserted road. No one was pushing it, and no one was around. The road is known for strange events after midnight. Ghostly figures or random objects showing up without reason.
What the? If all things a fucking baby carriage? Yeah,
were
fuck
true.
that.
When the stroller appeared,
And it looks like something's pushing it, and it moved out its
They
way.
were excited that they finally witnessed the legend themselves.
What legend?
A Reddit user was doing yard work early one morning, around 7:15. The forest was quiet, and no one else was outside. Everything seemed normal, until their security camera picked up movement. The footage showed someone standing nearby. At first glance, it looked like a person, but the longer you stare, the stranger it gets. You can clearly make the outline of her outfit,
I don't see a
the
head.
shape of her body, but there's no neck.
Yes.
It's almost as if the outfit exists without anyone actually wearing it.
That's a bit
The Reddit
freaky.
user admitted it was hard to explain, especially since they hadn't seen anyone around that morning, despite being outside all day. Whatever it wasn't something you'd expect to see on an ordinary morning. A Polish man came face to face with something terrifying inside his barn after hearing strange sounds coming from it. Whatever he expected to find, it certainly wasn't this.
Fuck was that? Oh, hell no.
The short clip runs just over a minute, and no further updates were ever shared. Some believe it's proof of something unnatural, while others think it was a deranged person, or even dismiss it as a setup. It's hard to say, but their reaction seems genuine.
It seemed genuine to me. Haul ass.
Looking for an easier way to get that LLC next to your business name? Say hello to Taylor Brands. Just go to their site, enter your...
Late at night, a security camera in a quiet neighborhood captured something unsettling.
Yeah, that's unsettling.
A dark, hazy figure appeared in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
It looked human, yet its body was completely black, like a moving shadow. As it passed a nearby house, the family dog erupted, barking and howling non-stop. The animal seemed to sense something unusual. As this man reviewed his trail cam footage, he noticed something unusual. The camera showed a deer standing still in the woods when suddenly this happened. From the darkness, a translucent shape appeared. It moved quickly, almost like smoke, drifting toward the deer. But just before reaching it, the shape vanished. Interestingly, the deer seemed to react, twitching its ear and turning its head. Whether it was just fog or something else entirely, the moment remains unexplained.
For sure.
In Barton upon Humber stands Providence House, once an orphanage. While exploring the building in October 2023, someone captured a chilling photo. What appears to be a young boy can be seen standing at the top of the stairs. History recalls 6-year-old orphan Sidney Conway, who tragically died there in 1922. Since then, visitors have reported ghostly sightings and the sound of cries within its walls. The building later became a public library before eventually closing, but its dark past still lingers. During a hike, this man noticed something unusual. Water was pouring out of a tree. Some thought it was just a trick,
it's unusual.
Maybe a hidden hose set up to fool people. Others believed the tree was rooted above a natural spring, its roots tapping into underground water. But after looking deeper, it turns out this isn't the first time such a thing has been recorded. Water pouring from a tree isn't normal, but it can happen. One cause is bacterial wetwood, also called slime flux, a disease that builds pressure inside the trunk and forces liquid out through bark wounds.
That's not scary though.
While visiting some ruins, this person took multiple photos, but one of them stood out. It shows an abandoned stone building, partly hidden by vines, with a sunlit field in front. But when you look closer, in the middle of the grass,
you know what?
A faint human-shaped figure.
And you got a lot of subscribers, but Mr. Man, this is whack. This is what we call wiggity whack. You what we call wiggity, a wigga, hey. Yo, what? Your son is a murderer. That's crazy. All right, I got it. We got to see this. We got to see this.
Oh.
Hi.
Sorry.
Hey, Papa.
Judge Williams, your son's a murderer.
Carter.
Alright.
I'm the homicide detective. Okay.
I'm sorry.
I just want to run a few things past you and talk to you for a few minutes. I know these guys has already talked to you.
This is 15-year-old Julio Fabian Almentero being questioned by police after the bodies of 2 missing teenagers were found brutally tortured and buried in a remote desert in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And this is the moment his mother realizes what her son actually is.
Because right now what I think is, I think it calls flex. I think that they all 3 of them got together and they shot at her car to scare her. Because I know that they're connected to your brother and they love you. No, not my son. Then who was that? Andrea.
The police didn't know what to think at the start, but they soon discovered the alleged perpetrator
Look at his
along
face.
with the motive for the heartless murders. Turned out to be more alarming than anyone wanted to believe.
Oh,
What
man, that's
comes
horrible.
next is a case that defies reason, logic, and explanation. A tragedy fueled by motives so dark and despicable that no one could have predicted what lay beneath the surface.
To your best knowledge, were they dead at that point? Or were they alive?
They were making noises, but I couldn't really say.
Listen, it's called Connect Team, and it's insane. I don't do schedules or timesheets manually anymore.
And it works?
It all started in December 2018 when 14-year-old Ahmed Latif and 15-year-old Colin Romero were reported missing. No one had seen them leaving their houses, nor had any information about their whereabouts. 2 weeks after their disappearance, Sandoval County authorities found the boys buried in a shallow grave. An autopsy report revealed that the boys had been tortured before they were killed. Ahmed shot 19 times and Collins 9. It was a gruesome death. The detectives had no leads and were left with nothing until a Snapchat video surfaced online showing 19-year-old Stephen Goldman, known as Calypso, 22-year-old Jimmy Atkins, called Flex, and 15-year-old Julio Almentero, nicknamed Fafa, savagely beating Ahmed and Collins in the backseat of a car. Seeing this, an investigation was immediately launched, and after piecing together what happened, police officers identified the trio and immediately issued warrants for their arrests. Julio, the youngest, was the first to be tracked down and taken into custody.
Oh.
Hi.
Sorry.
Hey, Papa. What's up, bro? I'm Carter.
Alright.
I'm the homicide detective. Okay. I just want to run a few things past you and talk to you for a few minutes. I know these guys has already talked to you. But I just want to talk to you.
His heart is thumping right now. That's horrible.
Okay. So,
you got to know where your kids at and what they're into and who their friends are. You got to know. 15. Come on.
You and your mom both. And I'm sorry, what's your first name?
Andrea.
Andrea? Hi. Carter. Y'all understand your rights and everything. You've already been advised and everything. Is that correct? And you're still willing to talk to me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Right. I think that's the right thing.
Yeah.
I honestly do. Okay. For you. Okay.
On February 9th, 2019, detectives took Julio back to the scene of the crime to piece together how the incident had unfolded.
So just kind of run me through the whole thing. And I know you already kind of told him the whole thing.
Okay.
But from the time that y'all first hooked up with Colin and Ahmed, kind of just run me through it.
Wait, like what do you mean though?
Well, from the first time that when y'all went over there to pick up the ounce or half ounce,
Yeah.
just kind of forward.
Where's your mama at, man? Is she listening to this?
Hash out everything we talked about last so he got in and we were weighing it. It wasn't full. It wasn't a full.
It wasn't a full
ounce. It was or whatever. Yeah.
Was it supposed to be an ounce or half ounce?
I don't know. It was whatever they were getting.
So they didn't think it was.
It wasn't full. It wasn't. And then he's like, "Where's the other half?" And then that's when he started acting all weird.
Wow.
Ahmed?
Yeah, that's when he acted all weird. And then that's when they're like, "What?" They're like, "That's weird. Like, why wouldn't you bring it all?" And then that's when they told me to hit him. And then
Who told you to hit him?
You shouldn't even be hanging out with them, dude.
And then that's when we drove off.
Where your mama at?
We started driving and smoked.
Where your father at, more likely?
Then they were like, Flex would reach over and hit them, and then
How would he hit him?
just like just reach back.
His fist? So
his fist or his pistol or something.
Let's stop for a second. Let me just ask you a quick question. Run me through where everybody was sitting in the
I was
vehicle.
right there.
You just tore your mother's heart out, bro.
Right there.
Okay, so they're in the back seat.
Bad
Who's
decisions.
sitting closest to the door?
So where was your mama
Is
at?
closest to the door. Ahmed's in the center. Okay, and who's sitting here in the front?
Flex.
Flex, and then Calypso is driving. Okay, I'm sorry. I just want to get my picture.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ahmed and Collins were new to the streets of Albuquerque. They had plans of making big money, and for them, the fastest route was selling drugs. In no time,
Of course
they
they're gonna
began
show the
making a
most
name
innocent
for
pictures
themselves
for these
until
two,
they
I
crossed
guarantee you.
paths with Calypso, Flex, and Fafa. That day, the deal was supposed to be simple: sell weed to the trio. But somehow, everything went horribly wrong.
We kept driving and driving. We're like probably, I know we're still like in city. We're probably like, I don't know where the exact spots is. Like we're driving up Lomas, I think, or something. And then that's when I punched them again because they told me to. And then that's when we were just driving and I started smoking.
I know this says horror reaction. I just happened to see this when I was interested. But this is horrible.
And that's when they're like cooling down.
Horrible.
So everything cooled down. That's when everything cooled down when we started smoking. I let them smoke with me, and then they ended up driving like farther and farther out. And I was like, "Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going?" And then they're just like, they just kept going, driving. They kept talking like this, but we have music loud and stuff. But they're, you know, when you're in the front seat, you could hear from what your conversation is. And
You couldn't hear them?
no, and they're like, they won't tell me where we're going, you know, so it's making me sus, but I'm high, you know, I'm my head's all f***ed up, I'm all just chill. I'm slumped, I'm just, you know, and then they were just like going, and that's when they're like, where are we? I don't know where I'm at. And I was looking at them like, I don't even know where I'm at, dude, like, and then that's when they took a road off, and then we came, and then that's when they got out, and then they pulled them out. They went like behind me.
Who pulled you out? Pulled them out?
They pulled them out. Flex and Calypso.
Okay.
I stayed in the car.
All right.
And then
Did they just say get out, or did they
just
pull?
get out.
Okay.
And then they got out, and then they went behind me, and then I was just like looking, and I kept going like that, and like going like that, and then after I was like, damn, what the, like, all right, I already felt what's probably gonna happen. But they didn't tell me this, you feel me? And then that's when I was like, okay, so I just like, I'm looking down, I'm thinking, but I don't know. And then I hear the gunshots, and I'm like, and I look up, and then they're laying down. I'm like, I just look away, and then I hear gunshots, and then they made me get out the car and help them put it in the trunk.
Okay.
It seemed the teenagers had been murdered for the sheer thrill of it. Julio, however, insisted that what he did in the video was only him following orders. Still, detectives needed to determine just how involved he really was in the crime.
So why would everybody be saying that they saw it on Snapchat that they were bound?
I don't know, that everyone...
So that's not true?
That's not true.
Okay.
That's not true.
Okay. Now, I need you to be quite honest with me about this, okay? And it may be difficult, especially with your mom in here, okay? But I got to ask you, all right? Did you have a gun?
No.
You didn't have any gun with you? Okay.
So you say.
Did you?
They had a gun, but I took it
You know
from
it's
them,
funny?
and then
When you get caught doing something, you do everything you can to make yourself look innocent, but you are with some criminals who did the most heinous crime. And you're the innocent one?
Okay.
I don't believe it.
Did you, or did they make you shoot them at all?
No.
Okay.
No,
So you didn't pull a trigger?
No.
Okay.
No, I did not.
I have to ask.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, I gotta ask.
Okay. We just
want to make sure. Because here's the thing. If we talk to them, and they go, oh, hell no, it was Fafa that pulled the trigger, I gotta ask the question.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so I have something when they say that he did,
Yeah.
that,
You're going to go off of...
That's weird because he's saying that he didn't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I've got to ask that question.
I did not. They did this.
Do you know why they did this? Was it just a rip?
I think. What's a rip?
They were just going to rob
Rip
him.
off?
Yeah.
It was a rip off. I felt like I don't think he planned it, but at the end of the day, I felt like they planned it.
You mean Calypso?
Yeah.
And Flex?
Calypso
and Flex. Because that's what he does.
Yes.
And everybody knows he does it.
He does what?
Yes. Honestly, yes.
So what the fuck were you hanging out with him for?
Although detectives knew exactly how the teenagers were murdered, the bigger question lingered. What had led to Ahmed and Collins being tortured and ultimately killed? Was it a drug deal gone?
The bigger question is, where was your mom at to keep you away from these
wrong,
idiots?
or something else entirely. Either way, Julio had placed the blame squarely on Steven and Jimmy. On April 30th, 2019, detectives sat with Julio once again. Since he was only 15 years old and still a minor, his mother was asked to join them before any conversations took place. The detectives had reviewed the Snapchat video and discovered that Julio wasn't entirely honest with them.
So,
you
you know, I
think?
got the videos, right? Okay. So, you kind of minimized, and I figured you did, a little bit of what you told us the first time, right? Okay. Not all cops are bad. Some are, but I'm just saying. Okay?
There's nothing funny, bro. You're going to prison.
If, like I said, if you wouldn't have come in today, talk to me.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
Told him.
Yeah.
Curtains.
So when I
You gonna get
call
curtains for you
and
anyway, bro.
talk to you,
Talk.
Young buck.
okay? If I'm coming after you, you're not gonna know.
Okay.
Okay? So just listen. Okay? And you need to listen to her because I'm gonna tell you right now, one of two things is gonna happen. You're gonna be in prison for the rest of your life.
That's happening.
Or you're gonna be 6 feet under. Look at Frenchie.
I know.
Okay? Look at Colin. Oh, that's another thing I needed to ask you. Glad that made me think of it. Getting back to this case.
Yeah.
Although Julio claimed Ahmed and Collins were killed over the weed, detectives soon uncovered that wasn't the whole story, and it wasn't the only reason.
What I understand is Goldman was setting up the weed deal.
Uh-huh.
Okay? Who was he setting it up with? Colin or
I think
Latif?
I think it was Latif.
Okay. So.
You think?
And they were wanting to buy a gun.
Yeah.
They were wanting to buy.
He don't know nothing.
Okay.
And what I understand, Goldman says, yeah, why you want a gun? And whoever he was setting it up with, Colin or Ahmed, said, this dude robbed me.
And he was trying to get back at them?
And he was going to get the gun to take revenge on the robbery.
I heard that too.
Okay. Do you know who robbed him?
The kids?
Uh-huh.
It was you.
I don't know that. No.
Because that's what got him killed, I believe. Because he told Goldman that some dude by the name of Flex did it.
Okay, yeah. So there's two flexes. There's two flexes out here.
Okay.
This other guy, Flex, he looks exactly like this Flex.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
And I think that's who did it.
Interesting.
What? That robbed him. Yeah.
So there's two different flexes.
Yeah.
Okay. Really?
Like remember in the beginning when this all happened, they were posting that other Flex. They were posting him all over Facebook.
Oh, really?
Rico something.
No.
Oh, yeah.
That's him. That's Flex.
So he goes by
This
Flex
cop's gonna say
also.
anything just to get this dude to
That's why
talk.
they got it mixed up.
Smart.
Like in the beginning, that's who they were thinking Flex was, but that is Flex. But there's another Flex.
So it's a different Flex.
Yeah.
Ah.
I think
And see, that's what I'm thinking that kind of caused this because, of course, Calypso is friends with Flex.
Yeah.
He's this Flex.
Yeah.
Thinking
I thought he was
that,
friends with the other Flex too.
They are.
There's a
Are
picture
they?
of them together.
Yeah,
on
they're friends.
so
Mom sound like
What it
she
sounds like to
just
me
don't give a damn what her son's
is
doing.
that
That's how she sound.
y'all hit them first before they could hit Flex.
Oh,
like revenge
like if we were doing it
for
for
the other Flex.
For whichever Flex.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, I see.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what
For
you're
the
saying.
second time, Julio maintained his innocence, insisting his only mistake was following the orders of Steven and Jimmy. Notice how detectives had been questioning him outside the interrogation room, and with his mother as they wanted him to be more comfortable, more willing to talk, and less defensive. But that didn't stop the detectives from confronting them more directly.
I have no idea who's in the car.
What car?
Whatever car that they were in. You're not gonna tell me what's gonna happen. It's gonna be worse. I don't know who was in the you. car. They need you. I honestly don't know who was in the car. You know that they need you. I don't know. Because it's who only was gonna in make the it car. worse. I don't. I'll go ask around. And if it comes back to you, it's gonna be serious trouble.
After taking all necessary precautions, such as informing both Julio and his mother of their rights, the detective finally turned to the issue at hand.
Things have turned, well, I don't want to say turned. Things have started happening in regards to the case. Saying that, it is, I don't even want to say changing. We conducted an interview with Calypso, with his attorney. And everything that came out during that interview, it came out like I thought it would. That everything would be pointed in your direction and Flex's. Okay? It did not surprise me. Okay?
Wow.
It really did not surprise me. I fully expected that to go just like it did. Okay? And I want to clarify some stuff with you. Okay? In regards to the things that came up during the interview. Okay? That's one thing that I want to address. Then there's another one that I want to address with you and ask you about. So, and I'm not putting words into your mouth. I want you to tell me, but I'm just kind of paraphrasing what I remember that you told me in the past. So, the day of the incident,
Had to check on my broth.
and Calypso
BROFF,
were
broth.
in what vehicle?
White you?
Okay. All right. So, whose car was that?
Okay, so
So
Just fucking tell him. Right, you listen.
Calypso
You guilty, bro.
and Calypso's driving? Okay. Y'all go over to
You
the
guilty.
location that y'all met up with Ahmed and Colin. Is that correct? Kind of run me through just briefly how that section came about. You know, when Colin and Ahmed came out to the vehicle. Tell me how that worked.
and he shook his hand and then he was like, just hop in the back and then
Okay, so which door did he get in?
this side.
The passenger or the driver's side?
Driver back, yeah.
Okay.
And he got in and then we were just chilling and then out of nowhere, Calypso just points his gun at him and then
Calypso does what?
oh no, actually it was because of the weed. It was we were picking up some weed and then he had some weed and then Calypso was just like, where's the rest? And then he's like, this is what you wanted. And then he's like, well, where's the rest? And he's like, how much more do you need? And that's when Calypso pulled out the gun on him.
For reasons unknown, Steven suddenly demanded more drugs, far more than he had originally intended to buy. With a gun now in play, Ahmed had no choice but to hand over everything. Yet Steven's greed didn't stop there.
So he pulled it out. Where did he have it?
On the floor.
On the floor in front of him? Okay. All right, so he pulled it out and did what?
He just pointed at him. He was like,
At Latif? At Ahmed?
yeah.
Okay.
He was just like, just give me everything, and then started passing on him, and I'm just like, well, what do I do? So then he's like, take it, run his pocket. So then I took out his pocket, I took out his wallet, and I threw it, I put it in the middle. Like,
Okay, so you took out. He told you to get.
he told me to get out the wallet, yeah.
Okay,
He
to get
told
the
me
wallet.
to find, he told, does he have money? And I was like, I don't know. So I looked in his pocket, and he had a wallet. I put it in the middle, and then I took the weed from him, I put it in the middle, and then I lifted up his shirt, and he had a gun. And then I took out the gun, and Flex took it from me.
Are you LLC curious? Wondering, is it time to make my business official? With Busy.
Even after robbing Ahmed, Julio revealed that Steven still wasn't satisfied. He wanted more.
So let me ask you this at this point. When Ahmed or Colin, either one, did either one of them pull a gun out and shoot in the vehicle?
No.
Okay.
No, not at all.
Your mother is devastated.
Did Colin have a gun?
You see it in her face.
The deal was over. The two teenagers were now trapped, unarmed, outnumbered, and completely at the mercy of the
But
very
I
people
don't think
who had
I
just
think she
arrived.
knows that her
Julio
son
later told detectives
was
they
unruly.
stopped at
You
a
can
gas
just
station
tell.
near Tramway and Central.
Nobody
to
just
fill the
turns
tank
out to be
before
that way.
heading
You
straight
can
toward
see
the
it
West
coming, and you
Mesa.
kind of nip that shit in the bud. That's it. Single parent. Like,
General area. That
I was raised in a single parent household, so let's not trip when I say this. It's not always the case, but it's a lot trickier when you got a single parent household. But this is typically what happens because a mom is a nurturer by nature, not the disciplinarian.
Onto some dirt road, and then we go.
Usually the pops is needed for that. And this is what happens. They seek those father figures, and they seek them in the streets. And he hooked up with some horrible individuals.
Hands on. And then when they got out, he was like, take off your boxers and stuff.
Okay. All right. And then what?
Then that's when he got out the car.
Who is he?
Calypso.
Okay.
He got out the car, and then he shot one of them in the leg. And then he's looking at me dead in my eyes like he wants to do it. And then I start pushing the gun my way, and then he's like, oh, he keeps saying it. And then I'm like, this is not our car. This is not our car. We can't. And then he's like, and then he starts driving again. But no one got shot on the way there.
So nobody got shot in the vehicle as you were traveling?
No.
Okay.
But something didn't quite add up. During the investigation, when police officers traced Ahmed's phone, they found it discarded along the freeway before the West Mesa. When pressed about this, Julio revealed that they had yet another devious plan.
Oh, let me back up. What happened to Ahmed's telephone?
He threw it out. He threw it out the window, but then he made him log in on his phone. He made him log in on Flex's phone, and then you know how they said that they seen the snap map in the Mesa, because they made him log in on their snap
On Flex's?
on Flex's phone.
Yeah. But into their account.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know what they were doing. They were trying to get more weed or something like. I don't know.
Trying to make him get more weed?
Yeah, like just keep getting more stuff, and like I'm already like, this is greedy. This is already greedy.
And was it Collins or Ahmed's Snapchat?
It was I don't know. I'm pretty sure it was on Matt's Snapchat.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. And who threw Ahmed's phone out? Calypso did?
Yeah, he tossed it out.
Under pressure, Ahmed sent out messages, but none of his contacts replied. This only enraged Calypso further, to the point where he threatened to shoot Ahmed in the leg. Julio reminded him that it wasn't even their car, but that did little to stop the torment. The two teens were brutalized throughout the drive, their suffering recorded on Calypso's phone, until they finally reached the West Mesa, where they were and executed.
When Calypso and Flex shot Colin and Ahmed, who was it that told you to get out?
Calypso.
Calypso told you to get out. Okay. So when you get out, you help who pick up the boys?
I hope Calypso carried one. Flex just picks up one.
Hey, okay.
Flex just picks up one by
One by himself?
Yeah.
Oh, he's pretty good. So, do you know which one that you helped put in?
Ahmed.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, to your best knowledge, were they dead at that point? Or were they alive?
They were making noises, but I couldn't really say, but I'm pretty sure I feel like he was, but not that long.
See, the cop is good with making this kid feel like, oh, you're gonna be okay. You're not.
Even at this point, Julio distanced
Everything's okay,
himself
just
from
talk
the
to him.
night's worst atrocities, insisting he never fired a single shot.
You can't do that.
He admitted to taking part in the relentless beating of the teens before the gunfire ended their lives. As the interrogation pressed on, Julio described how the grim reality of what they had done slowly began to sink in.
So from there, once you put the kids back in the trunk, you go where?
Ooh, we start driving, then he starts flipping out, what do I do, and then he's like, who will help me, and then he's like, where's your uncle, and I was like, he's probably sleeping or whatever, because it was like 6, it was like 8, he calls him up, and he's like, hey, what are you doing, and he was just like, just driving around, he's like, meet me ASAP, I got 2, and my uncle's like, what, he's like, I'm not saying it on the phone, just meet me, I got two in my trunk, and he's like, my uncle's like,
Anthony Aragon, Julio's uncle, eventually agreed to meet with the trio, even after seeing what they had done. They drove back to Calypso's house, where, together with Calypso's father, Stephen Goldman Sr., they began trying to cover up the crime. It's a remarkable sight to see the mother next to him, hearing all that her son has done, and she definitely failed him as a mother.
Yes, she did.
pull up to Calypso's house, we pull up like down the road.
And the fact that these dudes are gonna help him cover it up, this is a family of
start cleaning out the car.
deviants.
What do you want me to clean? And he's like, just take out like all their clothes, just put it in a bag. And I was like, all right. So I put it in a bag, and then he takes it from me, he gives it to Flex, and then he gives it to.
So did you all go back to Calypso's house at that point?
But down the road, and we parked right behind each other.
Okay.
We're just sitting there in the car, and he's like, they're just talking. They're like, Dad, this is where I hear it. They're just like parking. They park next to each other after I cleaned out the back seat or whatever. And then he's like, he puts the guns in the trunk. And
of which car?
My uncle's rental.
Okay.
He puts them in the trunk, and then me and Calypso get into his car.
Into
my uncle's.
Okay, his uncle is her brother. You know your family ain't shit.
And then Flex and him, they drive off. And then,
was his dad around at that point?
Yeah.
Was he telling his dad anything?
Him and his dad went into his dad's room, started talking, and not cleaning clothes. Not cleaning clothes. He has like a case, like a case that you can put it in.
Oh.
Like a tool bag, like for a gun.
Okay.
And he just put like kind of a lot of guns in it.
Okay.
He puts them in there, and he starts wiping them down, and he's like, what do you about to do with these, Dad? And he's like, I don't know. I just need to take them off of you. I'm taking them from you, and then
Goldman's dad took those guns to get rid of them.
Yeah, I don't know to get rid of them, but like save them for him and whatever.
So he had.
This cop is getting all the goods.
He knew that.
He knew the situation.
This kid's done.
He helped the situation to put that.
Done, son.
And you're saying that because Calypso told his dad what had happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
Told him.
All right. I just got to make sure I understand everything.
It's worth noting that throughout the interrogation, Julio's mother showed no emotion, even as her son recounted the brutal acts committed against the two teens. She sat silently in her chair while Julio described how he had tried to get some sleep, only to be shaken awake by Calypso with the very news he had always feared would come.
And then he was like, he woke me up out of my sleep like, get up. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? And he's like, we gotta go. And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, let's go, we gotta go. And I was like, okay, so I'm waking up. I put my sweats on, and I'm barely getting up. I'm like, what's happening, bro? And he shows me the phone, and it has both of their faces on it, on the crime watch or whatever. And I was like, what is it saying or whatever? And it's just like, that they're missing, and
that the last person they were with was me, and I need to leave. So I was like, all right.
Calypso.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was like, all right, dude. Where are you? Where are we going? He was just like, let's just. He's like, well, we need to find Flex. And we picked up Flex from I don't know where. I don't know where he was. Yeah, I think he was at one of his homies' house or something. We picked him up. He's like, we gotta go. How much money you got on it? He's like, at least 200. I had like 500. He had like 800 or some shit. Calypso, and then he's like, all right, bet we're gonna take a trip.
Along with the dark plans they had been making, Julio told detectives they decided to skip town for a few days, hoping everything would blow over by the time they returned. They left in Anthony's rental car, but after a few days of sleeping in it, they eventually came back to the house. That was when a loud knock echoed at the door.
We ended up coming back to the house. We just ended up staying at the house again, and then we just hear boom, 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 and he thought it was the cops. I wasn't even awake, and he was awake, and then his sister answers the door. She's like, hello, who are you? And he's like, my nephew here from Young. He's like, I need my fucking car now. And Jada was like, I don't even know you. You can't be coming over here like that. And he's like, I need to talk to your brother and Fafa now. And then she's like, okay. So then she woke up me, and she's like, your uncle's outside, and he can't be banging on my door like that. I was just like, what? I was like, what? I get up, I go out there and talk to him, and he's like, he was just mad. He's like, where you guys been? It was been like 3 days, and then he's like, I've been looking for y'all. No, it's actually been like 2 days or a day.
That's fine.
Yeah, and then
I'm not holding you to that.
Oh yeah, and then he's like, I need my car back, and I need all that. I need to clean it out because that's a rental, and I can't get charged for it or something. And I was like, all right. So I'm out there cleaning. Calypso's sleeping. I have to do it by myself. So I started cleaning out the rental.
Did your uncle tell you, Calypso, or Flex that you're aware of? Did he tell them that they needed to get rid of that vehicle?
Yeah.
What did he say?
He said that he tried to clean it out or something. He's like, yeah. I can't clean it. He's like, I can't clean it, so you guys need to get rid of that car.
Did he tell them how they need to get rid of it?
No, he was just like, you guys need to get rid of it.
Later that day, in a desperate attempt to return to some sense of normalcy, the group went out for food. But Calypso soon left with his sister for Portland, where he was later taken into custody, leaving Julio and the others behind in an uneasy, suffocating silence.
We're just chilling.
Now the motherfucker want to shrink.
Smoking or whatever, and then I get a call from Calypso, and he's like,
you did?
Yeah, from his sister's phone, and then not my phone, because I didn't have a phone at the time. He called a Millie or something off of his sister's phone. And he's like, tell Fafa that the keys are in the backseat. I left them with him. I just talked to my dad. You need to give him the keys now.
Okay, so let me make sure I understand what you're saying. Yeah. You finish up with the eating at Dion's.
Yeah.
Okay. And
we're still at Dion's.
You're still at Dion's.
Yeah, so we're still at Dion's.
Okay, but Calypso and his sister had already left.
Yep.
He tells you that he left the keys,
in the car.
In the back of the car.
Yeah, not in the Buick, in Emilio's car.
Oh, in Emilio's car.
Yeah, Emilio's car.
And that you need to give the keys to who?
His dad.
To his dad?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then he sent me the number of his dad. Okay. And then I called him. I was like, I'm at the Dion's, whatever. He's like, okay, I'll call you when I'm there. And then he calls me and he's like, walk to the end of the street by these apartments, and I'm right there. You'll see me. I'm like, all right. Well, he's all, come by yourself.
Okay, so he takes the Buick at that point.
Yep.
Okay.
It's in his custody.
All right. Okay.
At that point, it felt as though the walls were closing in on Julio as the detective pieced together everything he had said. Yet, there was still one final question that needed to be answered. The surveillance footage was blurry, but clear enough to identify the crew robbing 5 different drugstores.
Wow.
Once again, Julio tried to downplay his role, claiming he was only the lookout, hoping to avoid getting in more trouble than the one he was already in.
Here's the bad news about all of that.
Well, it's coming up.
It may.
See?
But here's the worst part. It's federal.
Yep.
Pharmacies are federal. DEA. Federal charges. Okay? And I know that
I think I could still get in trouble just for being with them.
you could.
Bad news, fucking.
But again, with you being honest with me,
Yeah.
I think that'll help you.
Help.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be straight up.
You know what I
honest
was
with
looking
that, 'cause
for
that was
when I
just straight.
found that?
What?
Because my brother said that they had video.
Of him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was looking it up on
Oh,
YouTube.
they do.
Yeah?
It's horrible.
No, but on YouTube.
Oh, I don't know about that. Somebody probably leaked it out.
I was looking
But-
for it on YouTube, and I came
And that's what
across
you
that
found?
shit.
Yeah. It was casino security
Oh,
on your brother and the rest of them.
when we were talking the other day, he's like, I regret it so much. I'm like, dude, I told your ass not to go. He tried to take me with, he wanted me to go. I said, hell no.
The weight of
Mom
his
ain't no
choices
good.
was
You can
finally
see her.
beginning
She's
to
not
catch
a
up.
leader. She's
But
not
Julio was about to learn
the stone
just how
or
much
pillar
trouble
in the
he
house.
was truly
She let her son do anything he wanted, and this is what happens. No discipline.
Lean.
Huh?
Lean. Promethazine. Lean.
What is that?
Like cough syrup. Cough syrup.
Oh, it's the
Lean.
to make the drink.
Yeah, to make the drink with
Yeah.
Sprite. Yeah.
Yeah. So is that all they were taking from there?
Yep.
They weren't taking Xannies or anything else. Just the
The lean. That's what they were wanting.
Okay. So
I told you.
they took
I
that.
know, I already know. I told him. Because I'm like, dude, what else are you getting yourself into?
I haven't been
So-
to nothing. That's what you said, huh?
I said, I bet you it's about that YouTube video.
Tell me about other ones like that in another city.
In another city?
Uh-huh.
Another city. Albuquerque.
You ever been to Phoenix with them?
Phoenix, Arizona.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that was the first one, and I was sleeping. They stopped in. I thought it was.
Well, around Phoenix.
Yeah. I was.
It may not have been actual.
Yeah, I was gonna try to
Phoenix,
mark the right spot, but yeah, they went up in there, and I was asleep.
Is that what they were taking? Those.
I was asleep in the car, and I woke up. I woke up to him running out.
He's always acting like he's so
Him
innocent.
running out of the store.
Of which?
Of Walgreens.
Of a Walgreens?
Yeah.
Okay. And
Or a Walgreens or a CVS.
okay. So is that what they were taking there too?
Huh?
What did they take in the Phoenix area?
Lead.
Same thing. Same thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was saying he knew somebody out there.
Mhm.
He knew somebody out there in Vegas or in California that pays like cause you know how in the stores like it's cheap, but in the street you can
Right.
you can throw that off for like 800. Yeah, you can throw it off for like 800. You know, like out here it's like 300 or something. If you take it out there, they're selling it for like at least like 800, 900 around a pipe.
So
Damn.
y'all hit 3 places in Vegas that you were with.
This dude's real comfortable cursing around his
Julio's
mom.
mother blamed her brother for everything and insisted her son had been roped in against his better judgment. But regret or not, the damage was done, and Julio was left to face the consequences. Meanwhile, Calypso shifted the blame onto Julio, Flex, and Anthony. It took prosecutors 5 years to build an airtight case against them all, and in February 2023, the trial finally began. The group went to extraordinary lengths to cover their crimes. They burned the white Buick used to transport the teens' bodies and even returned to the remote desert to rebury them. For the families of Ahmed Latif and Colin Romero, each testimony served as a painful reminder of the boys' suffering.
This is all I have left of him. My son's frightened face and screams haunt me with every step I take now. I will never get those images out of my head.
In the end, Stephen Goldman Jr., Jimmy Atkins, and Julio Almontero were convicted of kidnapping, armed robbery, and tampering with evidence. On May 1st, 2023, they were each sentenced to 2 consecutive life terms, up to 60 years before the possibility of parole. Anthony Aragon was convicted of tampering with evidence and conspiracy, receiving a 6-year sentence. Meanwhile, Stephen Goldman Sr. pleaded guilty to tampering with evidence and was sentenced to 4 years in prison. Although none of this could bring back the lives of Ahmed and Collins, it offered their families at least a measure of justice. If you enjoyed our production,
Damn. That's some fucked up shit. You want to know what else is some fucked up shit? Tell you what's some fucked up shit. So I'm streaming on all my platforms. So I guess TikTok, for some reason, didn't like this last stream. An actual news article of actual shit that happened. I didn't make it up. I didn't make the shit up. I'm just showing it. And they just restricted my access to go live. Ain't that some shit? You talk about censorship at its finest. That's some bullshit. TikTok, shame on you. Shame on your ass. But anyway, thank you for tuning in. Like, follow, subscribe, all my platforms. You can still follow me on TikTok. YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, Kick. Please follow me. Help a brother out. I'm trying to get my subs up and get monetized. So I appreciate you tuning in. Until next time, we might do this again today. I don't know. I got other shit to do. But until then,